All right, you guys, so we are going to take our first step towards factoring, okay? So we cannot factor until we understand where the factoring is coming from. All right, so you can see I have this problem up, 2, 6 parentheses, 2r minus 10s plus 2. And it says to use the distributive property to write an equivalent expression. All right, you are still going to use the distributive property, but I'm going to show you how to use a grid because you're going to use a box to do the next set of problems. Okay. All right. So you're going to put 6 here. So you're going to put whatever number is outside the parentheses, you're going to put it right here. Then you're going to put whatever's in the parentheses in the top row. And notice how I separated them by positive and negative numbers. All right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to multiply. Okay. So 6 times 2r, that is 12r. 6 times negative 10, negative 60s. 6 times 2, positive 12. All right, and that's your final answer. So 12r minus 60s plus 12. Okay. Now, I honestly, if you understand how to do this, you don't have to keep recopying this. But if you're not sure, this is what I want you to practice for these set of problems, because we got to remember how to do our distributive property, because that's going to help us do the next set of problems. Okay. All right. Now, your next set is just distributing a negative. And all that is it's because it's important that you remember how to distribute a negative and that you distribute it correctly. So if I have negative parentheses, negative 4.3b plus 6c minus 7, and if I were to set up that grid just so I can model that, I'm going to put the negative 1 here, and then negative 4.3b plus 6c, negative 7. All right, and when I multiply negative 1 times negative 4.3, that's a positive 4.3b. Negative 1 times 6, negative 6c. And negative 1 times negative 7, positive 7. So my final answer is 4.3b minus 6c plus 7. All right, and then that's what I would type into Delta Math. Okay, so these first 2 sets of problems are just review, but if you want to practice this approach, it's going to be very helpful for what you're going to be watching in the next video. All right, good luck.